Bringing it back to music, you said how you're like in grade six. At this point, you've okay. That's before even grade six. You're like a couple of years earlier. Y'all are writing your songs, and you said you was recording them and whatnot. Now we gotta talk a little logistics. I'm gonna assume this is like computers exist land, but still, not everybody be recording stuff back in the day. So how did you like do it?
That was all on, like I said, I think it was either my sister's or my mom's like camera that we could record videos on. So we'd actually like, we didn't even like transfer it onto the computer. I don't even know if we could do that back then. We'd watch what we did on the little camera screen. So like,
Wild. So you guys just
yeah,
made it to watch in shitty resolution and crap just because that was the only way you could do it? And like,
that was the
was there
vibe.
like tapes or something for it, and you would just like build up a catalog, or was it like you just had the one
But
thing to reuse it?
dude, I only remember one we made, and that's really just a random memory. Like it wasn't a
Mm.
thing. Hey, let's make an album. It was really just like one time fucking around with my brothers and our good friend. Like we made that. That's just my earliest memory. It wasn't like a consistent thing, but we did it, and that was on that little camera. I remember. Yeah.
Still, that's fire that you banged out a track in a sense, recorded and whatnot, logistically figured it out. And I like those stories because the ingenuity of young people inspires the shit out of me as an old person whose mind isn't as agile no more. So I gotta go find those cool stories to like think out the box and shit. But like, it's just a reminder to like use what you have and run it.
It's funny you say that because just for me right now, the sort of use what you have applies to wherever you're at, man. Like I don't go record at a huge professional studio. I have my little sound card, my MacBook, and my mic here, and I do everything at home. You can you can shoot videos or content on your iPhone these days and upload it. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time, man. You just
Spit
if you
that.
want to put content, you want to put content out there, if you want to put yourself out there, stop waiting for the perfect moment or stop waiting for it to be perfect, man. You're going to improve as you go along, you know? So it just made me think of that when you said, bro, use what you got, man. Use yourself. If you really got something to say, people don't care if it's high quality or not, man. You're saying it and you're putting it out there. So yeah, I encourage people to just do it and stop waiting for the perfect fucking circumstance to do it.
It's facts. Perfect circumstances usually cost way more money than most of us have access to, and we're wishing for those circumstances.
Exactly, bro. And if you actually start doing your thing and you speak to yourself, speak your truth, put it out there, those ideal situations or that ideal equipment, I think will end up showing up for you. So anyway, just my opinion.
Nah, I mean, I'm like, my whole career has basically been okay. So I went to the phase where I tried to find the fancy studios, and then I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. I had a couple of moments where like it was bad sessions because of me. Like one time I ate a fat meal right before recording. Big
That
mistake.
idea.
Bad idea. Not their fault, but I basically was pissing away money on stupid shit. And once I realized I could do it at home and smoke weed, which was a big one for me, it was like, psh, fuck the sound quality. I mean, I don't say it like that. Engineers can do a lot, and I have a good mic. Like, I'm not saying it, but like, I don't give a fuck if the room's perfect or all of that stuff. If it's like, there's a threshold that I call people don't give a shit, and once you hit that level, it doesn't matter what I feel about the perfection anymore.
Feel you, man. It's a good point. And dude, you can do a lot of good shit, just like you said, man. It doesn't have to be the perfect room. And I don't know if you mix your own stuff or whatever, but I personally record. I have a decent little setup. I record it and then send it to someone who
Mm.
mixes all my shit for me. So as long as it's not complete shit, they can make it sound okay.
Yeah, I mean, I typically prefer to do that, but then I had some experiences that had me actually fucking around with my own shitty mixes, bro. They're bad. And then the
Yeah.
fucking people didn't care. And I was like, this is stupid. Like, they were putting songs that are perfectly mixed against shit I mixed. And I'm like, what the fuck? It confused me. I had like a whole crisis in my head because it breaks all the rules of perfection, but it worked. So I'm like, fuck that shit. I had a little mini meme going on over some fucking random shit I did about pickle chips. So like the fact is, if you can say the right shit and deliver it in the right way, because to be fair, I think I'm talented enough to sell shitty mixing. It's like you can't probably be trash and sell shitty mixing.
Word.
So like there maybe is like an understanding of where you're at with it, but I do think perfection's weird because punk music sounds like ass and I love it.
I mean, yeah, dude. It sort of depends where you want to take it and how you want to sound, and being happy with what you're. I mean, if you're happy with it, bro, I mean, that's all that matters, really. I mean, if you're satisfied with it, yes, you want people to fuck with it, but if you don't fuck with it, no one's gonna fuck with it.
That's facts. I mean, I fuck with what I do, but sometimes I'm willing to put out shit I don't think is perfect, and that was a hard thing to learn. Hard thing. Sometimes,
dude, I mean, come on. If you're really just relying on that one song to be perfect, to like blow up or whatever, man, fuck it. You just got to put it out and record some even better shit the next day that you might get mixed a bit better. You just got to keep creating, man.
yeah. I for me, it's like the lifestyle more than the product at this point. So I'm not worried about it. I mean, I can take everything that's not mixed good, and then my plan is literally to release what I'm gonna call actually mastered versions to goofed on the way people drop like remasters, because they're not mastered. Yeah. They're just fucking rendered. I never mastered. I adjusted the fucking master volume. I don't think that counts. So so I feel like as long as you can do something with it, it's fun and people can do what they want with that. So it's never awesome, a waste. Dude. But I mean, because mixing isn't the performance. Mixing is mixing. Mixing can always be changed.
Word. No, totally get that. And I mean, for you, for me, what we can control the most is how we deliver the energy into the song, how we record it. And then, like you said, after that, you can actually master it and put out that album, man. The actually mastered version. I like that.
That fits into my whole world. Other people got to approach what's authentic to themselves with it. But speaking back to you, so like you get discovered by 50 Cent and you become more interested in hip hop because, it's understandable. Get Rich or Die Trying is a fucking banging album where I didn't know what Up Gangsta and all that was about when I first heard it. Like, Cuz didn't hit the same as when I grew up and understood it different. So it's like banging album, and then you kind of unlock the hip hop side of life.